This might actually make people stop buying 1 million Parfum. What's good, guys? Hunter here and welcome back to Fragrance Hunter. Hope you're all doing good. Today we are reviewing a Lattafa. This one is going to be Fakhar Extrait or Fakhar Gold, which actually should be named because they have Fakhar Black. This is a gold bottle and it's not even going to be an Extrait like the name says. However though, I'm a pretty big fan of the Fakhar line. Black was incredible. Great alternative to YSL White. And this one is going to be inspired by one of my favorite 1 millions, which is actually the Parfum. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, after this, there's almost no reason to even get 1 million Parfum now this to save money. Because this absolutely nails that DNA almost perfectly. And I don't think this got as much love as Fakhar Black did, but man, I think it should. Especially when you're able to find this at a very, very good price. I think I found mine over at a rack store at an insane price and obviously scooped it up. But let's run down some information. So Fakhar Extrait was launched in 2023, so it's been out for a few years now at the time of this recording. For the retail price, however, for the only size it comes in, which is the 100 ml, is gonna run you roughly around 30 bucks, give or take. And of course, I'll leave a tag or a comment on this video the best price you can find this at. And for the concentration, it's actually going to be an eau de parfum, which literally makes no sense on why Lattafa called this Fakhar Extrait. And it's not even an Extrait. It's not even an Extrait kind of more intense version of the original or like Fakhar Black. I literally hate when companies do that, guys. One of my biggest pet peeves. So you're probably getting a roughly around 20% oils in a Fakhar Extrait. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and call this Fakhar Gold. And for the perfumer, try to do some research. I have no idea the nose that went behind Fakhar Gold. So if anybody knows that info, drop a comment down below. But with all that information out of the way, let's look at the packaging and presentation you get with this fragrance now. All right, so we're only gonna be looking at the bottle since my box is completely buried and I can't even find it. But looking at this bottle, guys, very nice kind of design going on. I love the kind of bright, shiny gold finish on it as well. You got that logo, some Arabic Fakhar Lattafa right there. Sticker on the bottom, it says made in the UAE, probably a batch code, and also says eau de parfum. On the back, you have this kind of honeycomb design on the cap and at the back of the bottle, which is nice. A nice kind of rubbery, leathery strap going around. Lattafa in gold right there. Nothing on the side of the cap, nothing on the atomizer, and the cap is actually a very lightweight. Almost looks like metal, but it's not. But it does click in very securely. In the top, you got grapefruit, cardamom, and pink pepper. In the mid, you got tuberose, solar notes, and artemisia. And the base, you're gonna find amber, cashmere, leather, and labdanum. And this will be classified as a sweet floral. So let's spray this, test out these atomizers, which are pretty good. It's not gonna be pressurized, but it does shoot out a lot of juice and pretty wide. And guys, looking at the note breakdown, very, very similar to 1 million Parfum. So I'll let you guys do that first sniff. There's something I absolutely love about this scent profile in the opening, guys. You're gonna get hit with this very citrusy, kind of tart grapefruit immediately, like dominant in grapefruit right away. Maybe even a slight sweeter type of grapefruit in here as well, guys, because it does have this nice sweetness in the opening. But the grapefruit is gonna be mixed together with this spicy, sexy cardamom and a ton of this spicy pink pepper as well. So it's citrusy, a little bit sweet, and very spicy in the opening of Fakhar Gold. And I'm telling you right now, this absolutely nails the opening almost to perfection compared to 1 million Parfum, guys. It's so similar. And like I said, it's one of my favorite 1 millions. That was the second 1 million I ever got, and I still love it to this day, guys. It might be slightly behind Lucky, which probably is my absolute favorite of all time. But there's something so nice about this DNA. Now, as we make our way into the mid, is where you're gonna get a ton of this floral, elegant tuberose note, guys, which is a white floral. Even though it doesn't really go into that very powdery white floral vibe at all. Very sophisticated, very elegant, and it's gotta be one of the best floral fragrances I've ever tried in my life. Especially when it comes to those heady white floral fragrances. Yeah, this one is excellent. And then it's gonna be mixed with this very bright, sunny solar note too, guys. Very, very bright fragrance through and through. And just kind of gives off this sunny, warm vibe that is so uplifting. And I really don't know what it is about the combination with the tuberose and solar notes that go together, guys. It makes for something absolutely special. And that's why I fell in love with this DNA when I first tried it years and years ago. And then finally in the base, what you're gonna be left with is this very warm, resinous golden amber, guys. A ton of amber in the dry down with, of course, this cozy soft, comforting cashmere note too, almost being like wrapped up in a cashmere blanket. So yeah, just a warm, resinous, cozy, soft dry down from Fakhar Gold. I know there is leather in that lab denim listed in the dry down, but honestly, I do not get any leathery facets whatsoever in the base, which actually could be a good thing because I think it would kind of overtake the amber and cashmere, and I love the combination. So if 1 million Parfum happens to be one of your favorite 1 millions and you want a great alternative that's not going to break the bank, you gotta check out Lattafa's Fakhar Gold. And for the best seasons to rock this one, guys, this is another reason why I love this scent profile so much, because it's so versatile, signature scent worthy, can be worn in the spring, summer, fall, and winter months. It literally does not matter what kind of weather is outside, you can pull this one off. Because you get the florals, you get that solar notes, you get the grapefruit, which works perfect in the spring and summer, but you also get a ton of spices, the amber, the cashmere, which works good in the fall and winter. Just bring it all together, guys. It makes it very versatile. I mean, a sunny solar fragrance that can actually be worn in like the winter time. For some reason, it just works. So I think that ambery cashmere base is so heavy, so thick in this, that it can be like 30 degrees and snowy outside, and I think this one still suits that weather. And when it comes down to occasion, with this one, I think it does slightly lean on the more formal side of things when it comes down to it, because it has this elegant, classy type of feel to the scent profile when you wear this fragrance. So yeah, definitely a little bit on the formal side, even though you could dress it down as a casual fragrance if you really wanted to. But I'm telling you, it has this beautiful floral touch thrown into this that makes it a little bit more upscale. Like the kind of fragrance I would not mind wearing, dressing up in like a suit, a tuxedo, maybe going somewhere important, like an important meeting, going on a fancy dinner date for sure. Yeah, it just kind of gives off more formal evening situations rather than casual daytime situations. And for gender with this one, I actually think it's a very unisex. Both a man and a woman are able to rock Fakhar Gold easily, which is interesting too, because I know 1 million Parfum is targeted towards men, even though it's similar to the scent profile, very, very much unisex. Just because it's very floral, very sunny, do not get it twisted, fellas. Just because it's a floral fragrance, it still is a masculine floral fragrance at the end of the day, but I could still see a woman rocking this if she loves the scent profile and just wants to. When it comes down to age groups with this one, I actually think it is pretty versatile as well, both youthful and mature. I can definitely see the younger audience liking this one. Even though it does have this elegant vibe to it, still somewhat on the youthful side, but definitely on the mature side as well, of course. And even though the majority of the 1 million line, it does lean a little bit more youthful, playful, fruity, and just outgoing, gotta say the 1 million Parfum is definitely one of the most mature ones out there. And this is inspired by it. So of course, if you are a little bit older, maybe like mid 30s, 40s and up, this could be a great fragrance for you, but definitely younger as well, because it's so inexpensive. If you want to smell a little bit different, and at the end of the day, no fragrance actually has an age group, but sometimes things lean on the mature side, sometimes things lean on the very youthful side, and that's just the way it is. But at the end of the day, wear what you want, it doesn't really matter. Now, wrapping the review out, talking on the performance you're gonna get from a Fakhar Gold or Fakhar Extrait, whatever you want to call it. On my skin, the last couple times I worn this, and I've had this bottle for a few years now actually, I did get upwards of 10 hours of longevity, which is slightly above average for an EDP concentration. But if it was an Extrait, that would kind of be a letdown if I'm being honest. And I still can't get over calling this an Extrait. That's kind of like deceiving, if you know what I mean. And just kind of puts a weird taste in my mouth, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, an EDP, you're gonna get at least 10 hours of longevity. Like I said though, mine's been sitting for a few years now, so it's kind of matured, macerated, and now it's actually pretty strong for what it is. I don't think it's going to be as strong as 1 million Parfum, because that actually is an Extrait de Parfum, and that one probably lasts upwards of 12 hours. I haven't worn that in a while, to be honest, but if I recall correctly, I think that does come across a little bit stronger than this. But still, guys, 10 hours you cannot complain about. It's gonna get you through the majority of the day. You don't have to reapply it or nothing like that. And when it comes to the projection too, it is going to be about average and moderate projection from this one too, guys, which means it will push off a nice distance, probably about an arm's length away. It will get noticed, especially if you wear this one in the first couple of hours. It's definitely gonna get compliments. It's definitely gonna get people asking you what you're wearing. Just has that kind of crowd pleasing factor to the DNA for sure. But after the first couple of hours, it definitely does come a little bit closer to the skin, upwards of 10 hours at the end of the day. Slightly above average, 10 hours of longevity on skin. If you apply your clothes, it's gonna get into the next day with about average and moderate projection is what you should also expect to get from this fragrance. Which, hey, at the price, you really really cannot complain, guys. This is very inexpensive and you're still getting a decently strong fragrance too. I know lately we've just been so spoiled into the fragrance community, it's not even funny, especially compared to like a few years ago. But that's gonna do it for the review of a Lattafa Fakhar Gold or Extrait. Let me know down below if you're a fan of this one. Had you tried this one? Do you own it? And just what are your thoughts on this fragrance? Do you agree or disagree with my review? Let me know down in the comments below. But besides that, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, because what are you doing? I got you with daily fragrance content, and of course, catch all of you back here tomorrow. Take care, everybody.